Hi friends, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shania and today we are going to be doing an everyday makeup look. This is just basically my makeup routine that I do every morning. Today I'm off, but I still want to be cute. So there's not really much to say, so let's just jump right into it. I did already do my eyebrows because I started to do my makeup before I realized I wanted to make it a video. So anyways, I'll show you what I used for my eyebrows. I used the NYX brow glue. You kind of just squeeze out the product and then you brush it through your eyebrow. Like, you just brush it through and then you sculpt it. So that's it for my eyebrows. Now, there are days where I do like my brows to be a little bit darker. Maybe I'll just show y'all. Since we're making the video, right? Make it a little more exciting. If I can find it at least, because where the heck did it go? Oh. While I do my makeup, I like to use the Laneige lip mask. Or I guess it's just a lip balm. Just to keep my lips hydrated in the meantime while I'm doing everything else. Boom. Okay, y'all, for some reason, I'm really having a hard time finding this eyebrow thing. Like, hello? Quite literally not in my makeup bag. I don't know where it went. So I finally found it. It's the Fox Brow L'Oreal Paris brow pen in the shade dark brunette. So you just give it a little shaky shake. I personally got this one off of TikTok shop, but you can get it I saw it at Ulta, so you can get it from there. So I just give it a little shake, and then I just like to add a couple more strokes in the front of my brow. Just to deepen it up, and then just fill it in. I like it. Oh, okay, wait. That one wasn't necessary. That one. Okay, I think it's fine. That is the difference of when I fill them in versus when I don't. But yeah, I don't always use this because you have to be very precise with how you use it. And if I'm in a rush in the morning with my son, like, I don't really use this unless I woke up before him somehow, because he waking up before me. But anyhow, just fill it in for both sides. Cool. Boom. Now that that's done, I like to go, I don't even know what brush this is, but I like to take like a flat brush, and I'm using the Fenty concealer. I'm not sure what shade this is because it's gone. It's just gone, so I'm so sorry. But I just put a little bit on the tip of the brush, and this is to clean up my eyebrows. Oh! Hold on, we didn't moisturize. I need to put my moisturizer on. Bioma Hydrate and Repair Serum first. It's the winter, and your girl needs some moisture in her skin. Okay, thank you. I've been out here looking crusty. Then I'm just gonna use I've been like trying this Korean moisturizing sunscreen. Kept me moisturized. Not like the best thing in the world, honestly, but this is what we got, so. And it has the SPF in it, so that's really good, really great. Back to the concealer. So I like to I kind of start not all the way at the tip, but like close to it, and just start creating that line. And I drag it out, carving out my eyebrow. Okay. And then I kind of blend it down. And then whatever's left, like the brush pretty much has like no more product on it, then I drag the rest of that forward, then drag it down. Kind of close my eyes so I can just really get in there. And then I take like a little fluffy brush and I just blend that out. It's not so harsh. Boom. Clean. I'll do the same thing for the other side. Alright, and now the brows are done. Love her. Honestly, I need to put a headband on real quick because I don't need my hair being in the way. There we go. Much better. Ignore my lashes, y'all. They're a little lopsided. It's fine. And I just don't feel like fixing them right now. Okay, so the next thing that I like to use is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. If you don't have this, you're slacking, I'll tell you that much, because this is going to keep your makeup on. Let me just blend that out a little bit more. I love this. Ever since I discovered this primer, I cannot go back to anything else. Now, I just let that sit for about 30 seconds or so. And then I struggle with this area of my face. This part of my face tends to have hyperpigmentation, so I just put a little concealer all over the place. I'm using the Maybelline Multi-Use Concealer, Instant Age Rewinder, and this is the shade 141. Just give it a little twisty twist, and then I go right under. Okay, like that. And then I just put like a little bit down here as well to brighten that area up. And I kind of blend it into that. And then under my lips. And then just down the middle of my chin. Kind of making like a triangle. I look insane. Hear me out. I also, this is gonna sound a little crazy, but I also just take a little bit of foundation, just a little bit, and put it around this area as well. And then we're just gonna blend it out. This is with the It Cosmetics brush. I've had this brush for so long, I literally don't even know what it's called. It's just like a flat foundation brush, but this is like the best brush that I've ever had in my entire life. Seriously, I love this brush. Just dragging everything. At the bottom, I'm kind of dragging it upwards, and just like that. And then for the inner corners, I typically go back in with a little blending brush that we used earlier for our eyebrows, and I just blend everything together, making sure I'm getting all these little creases and whatnot. Okay, and then I just personally feel like nothing's really like in my skin until I go in with the beauty blender, so I'm just kind of tapping under the eye in an upwards motion and just pressing all that into my skin. And I'm going in with the Anastasia powder and the loose setting powder in Banana. And I'm running real low. Real low. I need to give me some more. I do want to get a pressed powder. I think I want to try that again. So if y'all have any recommendations on pressed powders, let me know down in the comments. And then I always put a little bit extra powder in my smile line area because I don't want it to crease. Let that sit for a little bit while I do my bronzer and blush. For the bronzer, I'm going to be using the Hoola bronzer in the color Deep. This is what it looks like. And the brush that I'm using is Real Techniques, and there's two sides to it. So I'm going to use the smaller side And I'm just gonna, again, this is everyday makeup, so I just want a little bit of bronze. So I'm just really hitting the top of my cheekbones mostly and just dragging it up. Then I take a little bit to carve out the chin area. Nothing too crazy, just to make everything really blend together. I don't really add any to my forehead because my forehead's already a little bit darker than the rest of my face. But you can just blend everything out. And then now I'm just gonna wipe off that extra powder that we put in the crease. The next step is gonna be blush, and I'm using just a random side angled brush, and I'm gonna use the NYX Buttermelt blush in the color Butter. And I just want a really light amount of that. And I like to always put a little bit around the tip of my nose. I just think that's so cute. Where's my highlighter? Oh, I was literally holding my highlighter. Now, my favorite part is the Smashbox Champagne Pop. If you know, you know. This highlighter is her. Love it. Shimmery. Let me give y'all a swatch. Ready? Look at that. I know y'all see it. It's so pretty. I love it. I'm gonna just put the rest of that in my corners of my eyes. Cause we ain't wasting no product. But anyhow, I'm taking a fan brush. I think, oh, this is a BH Cosmetics fan brush. Taking a little bit of that and applying it to the top of my cheekbones and the tip of my nose. And I do like to put a tiny bit on my chin. I just use my finger for that. And a little bit down the bridge of my, and also just a little smidge under the eyebrows. Why is it that now that I'm doing this makeup routine, I can't find any of the makeup? Oh, never mind. I'm complaining too soon. This is another part that I really like about doing my makeup, is taking a white pencil under my waterline at the bottom. So it just makes me look a little bit more awake. And I also just like the contrast that it gives me once I put my mascara on. And the mascara I'm using is, look at this, crusty, but it's Essence I Heart Extreme, I believe. It's a little hard to tell what that says, but I think it says I Heart Extreme. And I just put a little bit on my bottom lashes. Hold on, my eye burning. And I forgot to put bronzer under my nose too. So I'm just taking a brush that looks like this. And getting my bronzer back out, which I don't know where I put it now again, because I'm losing everything. Here it is. Just taking a little bit more of the Hoola bronzer and just putting it right underneath my nose. Then I'm just gonna take this Q-tip and just wipe off the lip mask that I had on. And I'm gonna take the NYX Lingerie Push-Up pen, and I'm just gonna outline my lips with that. Just like that. Taking this Lawless Lip Plumping Soothing Gloss, Smoothing Gloss, and this is in the color George. Interesting name. And I'm just gonna put that right in the middle. And I just tap it up to the arch. All right, this is the finished look. This is my go-to makeup routine. I don't always do the brows like this, but they're actually giving. I think I should put a little extra time in my day. Oh, hold on, edges is coming up. Wait a second. Fix that, stay down. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.